Hey everyone, welcome back to Ridezone Bikes, and today we're talking about one of the most exciting motorcycles in the small displacement retro modern class, the 2025 Yamaha XSR155. This bike has been generating a lot of buzz across Asian markets and beyond, and for good reason. It manages to combine Yamaha's famous engineering with a style that looks back at the golden age of motorcycles while offering features that are very much in line with what riders expect in 2025. Over the next several minutes we'll dive deep into what this bike offers, how it rides, what makes it unique, and whether it's worth your hard-earned money if you're in the market for a stylish and capable 155cc machine. First impressions matter, and the XSR155 nails that right from the start. When you see it parked, you instantly know this isn't just another small commuter motorcycle. The design language is very deliberate. Yamaha has used their neo-retro styling approach across the XSR range, and this 155cc model inherits many of the cues from its bigger brothers. You've got the perfectly round LED headlamp at the front, giving off that classic motorcycle vibe while still being modern in terms of illumination. The sculpted fuel tank is a highlight. It's got just the right blend of curves and edges, and depending on the color option you go for, it can either look sleek and subtle or bold and eye-catching. The bike uses dual-tone schemes in several trims, often with brushed metal accents that remind you of classic Cafe copyright racers and scramblers. At the rear, the seat is a step-up design, padded well enough for daily use but keeping the lines clean. Yamaha has made sure the tail section is minimalist without excessive plastic, so the proportions look balanced from every angle. Move closer and you'll notice the details that make it stand out. The fully digital LCD instrument cluster is compact yet legible, offering a clear readout of speed, revs, fuel level, gear indicator, trip meter, and more. It doesn't try to be flashy, but it gets the job done and fits the modern side of the bike's character. All lighting is LED, from the front headlamp to the rear tail light and even the indicators, which gives you better visibility at night and adds to that premium touch. The alloys are smartly designed, wrapped in tubeless radial tires that give you both style and practicality. Braking comes from disc brakes at the front and rear, and in most markets the bike is available with ABS, though some get single channel rather than dual. Either way, it's a solid step up from basic braking systems you find in lower-cost 150cc commuters. But looks aren't everything, so let's talk performance. Underneath that retro skin, the 2025 Yamaha XSR155 uses a proven engine platform. It's a single-cylinder, 155cc, liquid-cooled, 4-stroke engine with shock and 4 valves. This motor is tuned to produce around 19.3 PS at 10,000 revolutions per minute and about 14.7 Nm of torque at 8,500 revolutions per minute. Those numbers might not blow away bigger machines, but for this displacement they are impressive. The bike uses Yamaha's variable valve actuation technology, also known as VVA, which helps it deliver smooth torque at lower revs and stronger performance at higher revs. That means in traffic you get easy, usable pull, while out on the open road you can keep revving it out and it still feels alive. A 6-speed gearbox ensures that you can make the most of that power band, and the addition of an assist and slipper clutch is a welcome feature at this level. The assist function keeps clutch lever action light, making city traffic much less tiring, and the slipper function smooths out aggressive downshifts, reducing rear wheel hop and adding a level of control that usually comes on more expensive bikes. The frame is Yamaha's well-regarded DeltaBox, which offers a good balance of rigidity and lightness. Combined with inverted USD forks at the front and a linked monoshock at the rear, you get handling that feels stable yet agile. Curb weight comes in at around 134 kilograms, which makes the bike light enough to be flickable through tight city streets and switchbacks on mountain roads, while still being solid on the highway. The seat height is about 808 to 810 mm, which will be approachable for most riders, and ground clearance is roughly 170 mm, giving you enough space to tackle rough patches or speed bumps without scraping. It's a bike that feels approachable for beginners but has enough sophistication to keep more experienced riders entertained. On the road, The XSR155 delivers exactly what you'd expect from Yamaha. In the city it's nimble, quick to respond, and smooth through the gears. The lightweight chassis and upright riding position make it an easy bike to maneuver in traffic. The clutch action is light, throttle response is predictable, and the brakes feel sharp enough for sudden stops. On longer rides, you'll notice the engine's dual personality thanks to the VVA system. Keep it in the mid-range and you'll cruise comfortably. Push it to the higher revs and it wakes up with an eager, sporty character. On highways it can sustain decent speeds, though let's be clear, this is not a high-speed touring machine. Beyond 110 km/h, the engine is working hard, and wind blast becomes noticeable since there's no fairing. But within its class, it's a solid performer, and that's what counts. The suspension tuning deserves mention. The USD forks up front give the bike a more premium feel and help keep the front end planted during spirited riding. The rear monoshock does a decent job of absorbing bumps, though it leans more towards sporty stiffness than plush comfort. For most riders, especially those commuting during the week and heading out for weekend fun, it strikes a reasonable balance. Tires provide good grip in both dry and wet conditions, adding confidence whether you're darting through traffic or leaning into a corner. Now, let's talk about ownership and practical aspects. The XSR155 comes with a fuel tank capacity of around 10 liters. Given its efficiency, you can expect real-world mileage figures in the 35 to 45 km/L range, depending on your riding style and conditions. That means you're looking at a range of roughly 350 to 400 km on a full tank, which is quite practical for daily use. Maintenance should be straightforward, as Yamaha has a strong service network in many markets, and the engine is a tried and tested unit already used in bikes like the R15 and Mountain 15. Insurance and spare parts will cost a bit more than a budget commuter, but that's the trade-off for the added performance and premium touches. Price varies depending on where you're buying. In the Philippines, for example, the XSR155 retails for about 182,000 pesos. In India, expected ex-showroom prices are in the range of 1.40 to 1.80 lakh rupees depending on the city and variant. It's certainly positioned above typical 150cc commuters and even a bit above some sporty 160cc machines. The key thing is that you're paying not just for the engine and chassis, but for the design, the heritage-inspired styling, the premium features like USD forks, slipper clutch, LED lighting, and the Yamaha badge. Whether that premium is worth it depends on what you're looking for. If you just want basic transport, a commuter will save you money. If you want a bike that turns heads, feels special, and is fun to ride, the XSR155 justifies its price tag. So what makes this bike unique? Number 1. The styling. Very few bikes in this class pull off retro looks this well. It doesn't feel like Yamaha just slapped a round headlight on a naked bike. The proportions, paint finishes, seat design, and overall stance all work together to give you something that looks intentionally classic yet modern. Number 2. The performance balance. The engine is refined, has enough power to be fun, and features like VVA and slipper clutch are rare at this displacement. Number 3. The build quality. From the LED headlamp to the paintwork and the way the switchgear feels, it comes across as more premium than most other 155cc options. Number 4. Accessibility. It's light, the seat height is manageable, and the handling is friendly, which makes it great for newer riders. And finally, Yamaha's network and reliability give you peace of mind. Of course, no bike is perfect. If you're someone who spends a lot of time on highways or carrying a passenger over long distances, you might find the power ceiling limiting. If your budget is tight and your priority is maximum fuel efficiency, then other bikes may serve you better. And depending on your market, you may only get single-channel ABS, which some riders might see as a downside. But for what it sets out to do, deliver style, character, and fun in a lightweight packaging, it succeeds brilliantly. At the end of the day, the 2025 Yamaha XSR155 is more than just a motorcycle. It's a statement piece for riders who want to blend retro style with modern performance. It's perfect for those who ride in the city during the week but want to hit the open road on weekends. For new riders who want something approachable but stylish, and for enthusiasts who appreciate Yamaha's engineering in a more unique wrapper. If you're considering a bike in this category, the XSR155 should definitely be on your short list. That's it for today's deep dive. Let me know in the comments what you think of Yamaha's latest retro modern machine. Would you buy one, or are you leaning towards something else in the segment? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more in-depth reviews and test rides here on Ridezone Bikes. Ride safe, ride smart, and I'll see you in the next one.